everyone. My name is Lo Hailun from UCSI University, a Year 3 student from Bachelor of Quantity Surveying. Today, I'm going to talk about my research with title of Implementation of Industrialized Building System, IBS in Malaysia, and Insight from Construction Developers in Selangor. Firstly, I'm going to discuss on the introduction. The construction industry is identified as one of the most important pillars for a country's economic growth, and it is widely acknowledged for its vital economic role for a country. Years by years, the world urban population had been identified to grow rapidly. Therefore, the expanding population worldwide had a massive impact to impose pressure on the issue of housing and the existing infrastructure shortage. It is identified that Japan, Sweden, and Iran face the challenge of housing shortage because of expanding population in several reports. Hence, the conventional method of construction is not efficient to achieve the expanding demands for building. Therefore, rapid execution of construction had transformed as a fundamental principle that had been taken into consideration into construction industry worldwide. In order to achieve this, a new and advanced technology, which is the IBS, had been introduced to the construction industry to provide a rapid solution for construction works as it involved prefabrication of components off-site. In fact, there are many studies identified that there are still some countries with low adoption rate of IBS in their construction industry, especially for Asian countries, including Malaysia. For now, I'm going to continue the presentation with the significance of study, which can be referred as research objectives. As shown in the poster, the first objective is to identify the benefits of IBS implementation among the construction developers in Selangor, while the second objective is to determine the barriers of IBS implementation among the construction developers in Selangor. And lastly, the third objective is to propose the strategies in the IBS implementation among the construction developers in Selangor. Now, I'm going to talk about the problem statement of this research. Nowadays, the construction industry is undergoing a significant change to improve conventional technology to more mechanized modern technology. Hence, the IBS have been introduced to the construction industry in Malaysia for enhancing the construction works. However, several studies had identified that construction stakeholders are still unaware of the advantages of IBS. They tend to have negative perceptions on IBS, and this is considered as one of the largest barriers for implementation of IBS. In order to cope with this scenario, strategies shall be proposed to enhance the adoption rate. For the strategies, it requires tremendous efforts from the authority, such as the government and agencies such as the CIDB. Hence, the benefits, barriers, and strategies for IBS shall be identified to understand what are the circumstances that limit the adoption rate and what are the ways that can be proposed to tackle the issues and improve it. Then, I'm going to discuss on the expected findings for this research. The expected finding for this research is that the implementation of IBS has provided a time-saving construction process for construction projects in Selangor. Moreover, the government and authority shall work closely to promote the implementation of IBS in the construction industry. Now, I'm going to talk about the research methodology. It starts with identifying the problem statement, research aim, and the research objectives. To cater for these stages, I need to support with relevant literature review on the objectives of benefits, barriers, and strategies of IBS. Then, it is followed by establishing research methodology, whereby in my research, I decided to use quantitative research method. After that, I designed the questionnaire survey for pilot study, whereby I'll send the earlier set of questionnaire survey for the experts to read through my questionnaire and to see if it is feasible to go for the next stage. After the pilot study, I will blast out the final version of questionnaire to the target respondents. As for the population and sampling, the targeted respondents for this research are the developers that have been registered as members under the Real Estate and Housing Developers Association (REDA). According to the Cressy and Morgan table, 169 respondents out of 300 respondents are required for completing this study, while the responses collected from the questionnaire surveys would then be processed in the SPSS software for data analysis. Lastly, further discussion on the findings would be conducted, as well as conclusion and recommendations to the future researcher. In conclusion, IBS is a construction method whereby the components are manufactured in an off-site industry and installation are done on-site with minimal site works required. In order to boost the adoption rate of IBS in Malaysia, Several initiatives shall be taken into consideration, and it shall be started with awareness on the benefits, barriers, and strategies. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.